Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Clonard Junior High School Spring Concert. And this is Anna McClelland.
And this is Jodie Nellens. And we will be your compers for the evening as you enjoy a wide range of musical talent throughout our school. So sit back and relax,
As much as you can in our school regulation chairs, and enjoy our evening filled to the brim with talent. Kayla is going to play the lovely Highland Cathedral, followed by the Boys of Blue Hill. She is going to be accompanied by not one, but two members of staff. One of the staff members plays in the Birches Band with Kayla, and the other one played in the Birches Band in the 70s and 80s. We'll let you figure out which is which.
Originally, this item was supposed to be much later in the programme, but Mr. McNeil has another engagement with Hugo Duncan, and we wouldn't want to deprive him of a cup of tea with Hugo D.
When you think of Sweden, what comes to mind? Bjorn Borg? Volvo? Well, when it comes to music, there can only be one word: ABBA. The Swedish supergroup who have been celebrated recently in the media as it is 50 years since they won the Eurovision Song Contest. Their songs are still as wonderful as ever, and tonight Anna Owen is going to sing the classic, The Winner Takes It All. Anna Owen.
I don't wanna talk if it makes you feel bad, seeing me so tense, no self-confidence. I've played all my cards, and that's what you've done too. No more ace to play, no more is to play. The winner takes it all, the loser standing small besides the victory. That's her destiny. I was in your arms, thinking I belonged there. I figured it made sense, building me a fence, building me a home, thinking I'd be strong there, but I was a fool, playing by the rules. The gods may throw a dice, their minds as cold as ice, and someone way down here loses someone dear. The winner takes it all, the loser has to fall. It's simple and it's plain. Why should I complain? But tell me, does she kiss like I used to kiss you? Does it sound the same when she calls your name? Somewhere deep inside, you must know I miss you. But what can I say? Rules must be obeyed. The judges will decide, the likes of me abide. Spectators of the show, always standing low. The game is on again, a lover or a friend, a big thing or a small, the winner takes it all. I don't wanna talk if it makes you feel sad, and I understand. You've come to shake my hand. I apologize if it makes you feel bad, seeing me so tense, no self-confidence. The winner takes it all, the winner takes it all. I don't wanna talk.
The guitar ensemble is going to take you back to the late 70s and early 80s when Mr. Slane first announced his retirement. Tonight, they're going to play two absolute classics, Footloose and We Are the Champions. Please welcome Mr. Miller and the guitar ensemble to the stage.
Here in Clonagh, we love our local poetry. Last year, Year 9 pupil Emily Robinson entertained us with Wee Willie and Big Mary by Brian Rankin. And this year, we know she is going to do the same again as she recites The Magic Teapot, also by Brian Rankin. Give it up for Emily.
The Magic Teapot by Brian Rankin. Paddy was out in the fields one day with his old faithful sheepdog when he noticed something glittering below an ancient big log. With his bum in the air, he hooked it out, and then he grew quite feared, for the teapot he found gave a flash, and goodness, a genie appeared. The genie gave a stretch, then started to speak. All Paddy could do was stir. I've been stuck in that pot for 100 years. Man, it's nice to get a breath of fresh air. Thank you, kind sir, for my freedom. So now I'll grant you a wish. He smiled up close to Paddy's face. His breath sort of smelt of fish. A wish. A wish. A wish, by Jove. Aye, well, that'll do all right. Paddy looked all around him. Then he saw his dog. Ach, what a pitiful sight. A lifetime of work had crippled his legs. His ears could no longer listen. One of his eyes was all but blind, and half his tail was missing. Paddy smiled at him. Over he came, his coat all turtles and tufts. He said, Mr. Genie, it'd been my wish that this old fellow wins crufts. The genie looked at the poor old hound and said, well, it's not that I just can't, but it'd be a stretch to my magical powers. Is there nothing else you'd want? Oh, Paddy couldn't think. He bit his nails, and they were far from clean. Then his face lit up. Could you turn my wife into a beauty queen? Sir, a beauty queen you shall have. I'll honour my vow. I haven't seen a woman in oh so long. Take me to see her now. With great big steps, Paddy headed for home with the teapot under his arm. He was dreaming of later that night and what would be keeping him warm. For Maggie's wife was a plain big woman. She definitely was not a looker. In fairness, she'd come with 20 acres on a Rayburn cooker. But she was the shape of none, just like a kitchen dresser. It was hard for Paddy to get motivated to cuddle or caress her. Paddy was sweating from the walk home and all his steamy thoughts. But the sight of Maggie cooled him off. Out in the vegetable plot, for as she bent over the carrots, her willy marks were plain. The rest of her legs a mixture of hair and varicose veins. She turned to meet him with her warty chin. She smiled with 2 teeth muffin. Oh, Paddy couldn't wait to get her changed so he could get at the kissing. Well, he pulled the lid off the teapot. Here's someone I want you to meet. The genie hovered out like a vapour. Maggie's chin fell to her feet. Well, Paddy awaited the magic. He stared at the ghostly green fog. Finally, the genie gave his answer. Give me another look at the dog.
And now for a change of pace. Year 10 pupil Beth Evans is going to dance for us an Irish reel. Fresh from her recent successes at the Ulsters, I'm sure Beth will have us all tapping our toes as she dances the reel. Please welcome Beth Evans.
Catherine is a member of the Senior South Ulster Youth Orchestra. She is a young musician with plenty of accomplishments like singing, piano and violin. Tonight she will play her rendition of the tango, El Choclo, a piece of music which was first premiered in 1903. Please welcome Catherine Fogarty to the stage.
I'm just going to introduce a school band just so that I can thank Mr. Uhas for all the work he does with the school band every Tuesday. And we have an awful lot of flutes this year. Sometimes you get the balance really well and other times maybe not so much. But the school band are going to play 2 pieces. And the first one is House of Lords and the second one is A Whole New World from the film Aladdin. So give the school band a huge big round of applause there. Thank you.
Thank
Agile, flexible, light on their feet, and fast moving. Yes, these words could all describe our PE teachers, but they certainly describe our next pupil. First year pupil Amelia Parks has been competing in dance competitions for many years. Her most recent success was at the Newton Arts Festival, where she placed first in 2 categories. Tonight, she's going to dance to the music, Free as a Bird.
I've been tearing down the walls, I've been kicking down the doors, I've been burning all the boxes. 'Cause I'm a slave to only truth, I'm as wild as a wolf, you can't keep me from the mountains. I'm replacing all my demons for the sweetest songs of freedom. Last night I had a dream that I could fly. Now baby, I'm as free as a bird, I'm as free as a bird. Baby, I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you heard, but I taught my heart to sing, and I found me a pair of wings. Now baby, I'm as free as a bird, I'm as free as a bird. I've been flying through the trees, I've been dancing on the breeze, I kiss the sun now every morning. I've been shaking off the chains, I've been giving up the games, I've been answering my calling. And as soon as I surrendered, the light began to enter. Last night I had a dream that I could fly. Now baby, I'm as free as a bird, I'm as free as a bird. Baby, I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you heard.
We've come to almost the end of the first half, and don't forget about the ice cream. I'm sure you're ready for it. But just before that, we have a young gentleman, and he was placed second in the world in the pipe drumming competition, which is quite a fantastic achievement. Now, we normally have lots of pipers in school, and this year, for some strange reason, we haven't any. So I've invited back a past pupil, Dion Boyle. And I have to read this because it's quite a mouthful. Dion plays with the current senior world champions, and they're a Scottish band, and they're called Boghall and Bathgate Caledonian. And Dion has kindly agreed to come back and play with Ethan. So Ethan's going to take the stage first, and then Dion's going to join him. So give them both a big, big round of applause.
It's nice to be back again because we had a great time here last year, and a big thanks to the school and in particular Mr. Slane for inviting us back. We have a few members here who playing in the flute ensemble who I think you said there's 3 of them here, Paige, Pippa and Ruby. And then the other girls here, a big thank you for pulling us out here tonight. We're going to do a selection of music here. It's all from the movies. You'll know every one of these, so you can sit back and relax. Those people in the back row, just behave yourselves, don't spill your popcorn. And we're going to start here now with a theme from a British animated film about a very intrepid inventor called Wallace and his faithful dog, Gromit. Thank you. Okay, our next piece is from a film called Sister Act, which starred Whoopi Goldberg. And this film, the storyline is Ms. Goldberg plays the part of a nightclub singer called Dolores Van Cartier, and she witnesses a murder by her fiancé who happens to be in the mob, and she does the proper thing and she goes to the police and the FBI, who immediately put her in a witness protection scheme, and she's locked away in a nunnery. And those of you who have seen the film, you'll see her with her dark glasses, her nun's habit, and her 6-inch Louboutin heels. She doesn't fit in, as you can expect, and the Mother Superior, to give her something to do, uses her musical talents to bring on the choir. This piece here is called I Will Follow Him. It's in 2 parts. The first part's like a lovely, slow worship type feel to it, and then it sort of speeds up a wee bit in the second half with a Motown rhythm. So enjoy this one, I Will Follow Him. Our final piece now actually came as a request from Mr. Slane, who I think is he's a secret ABBA fan, but he asked us to play this again. It's hard to believe that it's 50 years almost to the week since ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest, when they come out in bright coloured jumpsuits and knee-length platform-soled boots and sequins, and that was just the boys. But 50 years, and it's gone in, and with what was the name, Waterloo, and they weren't, thankfully, a one-hit wonder. They went on for another 8 years, just writing hit after hit after hit, and sadly broke up in 1982. But good music stands the test of time, and in 1999, an English playwright called Catherine Johnson decided to write what's known as a jukebox musical, in that she provided the storyline and recorded music then complemented what she had written. That musical was called Mamma Mia. It's still running in London, a great feel-good musical. If you're ever there, try and take it in. So far, it has grossed something like $4 billion. The film version then came out in 2008, and that starred Meryl Streep, and I was never going to say James Bond. He's on at Christmas as well. Pierce Brosnan. And then the follow-up one then, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, came out in 2018. We're going to play a melody just from the musical here. You'll know most of these are a medley, sorry, as I should say. Hope you enjoyed. We've enjoyed being here. We've enjoyed having the girls and Mr. Uhas here. So maybe just give them a wee round of applause here, if you wouldn't mind. And we're always anxious to get new members. So if anyone's interested, come and talk to us. We meet in Rich Hill on a Monday night, 7:30 to 9. So talk to us afterwards or contact us via Facebook, and we'll only be too happy to have that conversation with you. Thank you. You've been a super audience. I hope you've enjoyed it. But here we go with some of the finest pop music ever written.
Another talented Year 10 singer is Claudia Doyle. In fact, she is currently studying for her Grade 7 musical theatre exam. She has decided to perform the very well-known Adele song, When We Were Young. Please give Claudia a warm welcome to the stage. Claudia Doyle.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home, you're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were scared of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears. Nobody told me that you would be here. And I'd swear you moved overseas. That's what you said when you left me. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. It's hard to win me back. Everything just takes me back to when you were there, to when you were there.
So, earlier you heard Catherine Fogarty play a tango for us. Now we are going to meet her brother, Jonathan, who is a very talented young celloist. He is in Year 9 and already playing with the Senior South Ulster Youth Orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not easy to say. He is about to make our evening sweeter as he plays the piece Sugar with Cinnamon, accompanied by our principal, Mr. Elliott. Put your hands together for Jonathan and Mr. Elliott.
It's time for more dancing. We are going to be treated to a lyrical dance by one of our year pupils, Ruby Wright. Ruby has recently won a number of awards at Newry Festival, and she is now going to perform for us the piece called Darling Rothwell. We hope you enjoy this. Please welcome Ruby to the stage. Ruby Wright.
I have a song that reminds me of you. When it comes on, no, I rarely listen through. Don't like to remember that I never see your face. Don't like to remember that my memories now seem faded. So I'm here telling you, oh, I'm here telling you, darling, I think about you, oh, darling, I think about you, even though you wait around. I have a place that reminds me of us. No, not much was said there, but for me that was enough. I like to remember what it was to be at your side. No, not in body, but in spirit and in my mind. So I'm here telling you, oh, I'm here telling you, darling, I think about you. Darling, I think about you, even though you ain't around.
Now we have a talented flautist. Hannah McLeod has just completed her grade 7. Yes, I think that deserves a round of applause. Tonight she will play the forever popular Irish Washerwoman. Folks, will you put your hands together for Hannah McLeod?
Now we are going to have a change of mood as we are treated to a little piece of classical music. Our string ensemble, under the direction of music tutor Miss Hill, are going to play Canon for Strings. Please welcome them to the stage. Gracie Dawson is a talented young singer in Year 8. Tonight, she is going to sing us another Adele song, the song that made Adele a household name. Please give Gracie a warm welcome as she sings Make You Feel My Love.
make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
And now for something different. Our Year 8, Year 9 drama group are going to present a scene from the very well-known musical Annie. In this part of the story, Annie has escaped the clutches of Miss Hannigan and the orphanage. However, she has been caught by the police and has to come back to face the music. We hope you enjoy this scene from Annie.
Get in line. Now get to your dorms.
And now, CBS Radio brings you Ma Perkins. Ma's daughter, Faye, is going to marry Carl Michaels. But on Friday, Carl went back to Chicago.
Oh, Carl, don't go back to Chicago.
But no sooner had Carl left town than Dr. Andrew arrived.
Yeah? Come in.
Ow, ow, stop!
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan, is it?
Yeah?
I'm Lieutenant Ward of the 17th Precinct. We found your runaway. You.
Oh, thanks so much, officer.
She was in one of them Hoovervilles, over to the river, with a bunch of bums.
They were bumps?
Had a mangy mutt with her, but he got away.
Oh, poor pumpkin, out in the freezing cold with just that thin tunic. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thanks so much again, officer.
All in the line of duty. And you, don't let me ever hear that you run away again from this nice lady. Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Good afternoon, officer. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now, I'm gonna have your head. And the next time you walk out of that door, it'll be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back, huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar! What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie. Well, what's the one thing I always taught you?
Never tell a lie, Miss Hannigan.
What you done, I can get fired. Have the board of orphans sticking their nose in here. Well, you'll pay for it. I promise.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah?
Oh, good. I'm Grace Farrell, and the New York City Board of Orphans suggested that...
Wait, hold it. I can explain everything. It wasn't my fault, you see. It was Eddie who got into the butler's laundry bag and...
Miss Hannigan,
And I know I should have called the cops and said it was
Miss Hannigan, I am sorry, but I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Wait a minute. Hold it, sister. If it's beauty products you're peddling, I don't need any. Get out.
Miss Hannigan, I am not peddling anything. I am private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
Oliver Warbucks? The Oliver Warbucks?
The Oliver Warbucks.
Oh my gosh! I read in Winchell's column that Oliver Warbucks has more do-re-mi than Tommy Manville.
I would know. I don't read, Mr. Winchell. Miss Hannigan, Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home, and I am here to select one for him.
You sure you wouldn't rather have a lady? I got 2 weeks coming.
What's sort of orphan did he have in mind? Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi. Capital M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-I. Mississippi.
And cheerful.
You shut up.
And how old? Oh, age doesn't really matter. Say 8 or 9, 10, 11? Yes, 11 would be perfect. Oh, and I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
11? A redhead? No, I'm sorry. We don't have any orphan like that around here.
What about this child right here?
Annie? Oh no, you don't want her. She's a drunk. And a liar. A drunk and a liar.
Yes, I'm sure she's a drunk and a liar. Annie, come here. Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house?
I would love to. I would really love to.
Hold it. Now, you could have any orphan in the orphanage, but not Annie.
Why?
I just told you
I assume it has something to do with all the business about the laundry bag and the police. Perhaps I should call Mr. Donatelli at the City Board of Orphans and sign it.
I'll sign it. I'm an easy gal to get along with. If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want.
It's Annie you get.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So, if you'll get her coat, I'll take her now.
Coat? She don't have no coat.
Fine, then we'll buy her one.
Oh boy.
We'll go to Bloomingdale's and get you a warm winter coat. Come along, dear. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting outside.
Oh boy, I can hardly believe it.
She can hardly believe it.
Good afternoon, and season's greetings.
Hey kids, I'm getting out for Christmas. I'll write to you.
Get away, get away! I hate little girls!
My mic literally came off.
I'm sure we have some Michael Jackson fans out there. Next, one of our Year 8 boys, Justin Sakura, is going to perform one of Michael's biggest hits, Man in the Mirror. He has chosen this song because he likes its message. If you want to make a change in this world, you should start with yourself. Please give Justin a warm welcome to the stage.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar of my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street, when our nerves to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? Our summer's disregard, our broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow the pattern of the wind, you see, 'cause they got nowhere to be. This is why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change us right. could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, you gotta make the change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize there's some with no, not a nickel to low. Could it be with me pretending that they're not alone? Oh, deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the wind, you see, 'cause they got nowhere to be. This is why I'm wanting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself. You gotta make the change. You gotta get up. Starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself. You gotta make the change. Change. I'm starting with the. Oh yeah. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself. You gotta make the change. Cause when you close it, you with the man in the mirror. I'm asking you to change your ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself. You're gonna make the change. Na 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 na. Ooh, na 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 na.
I have a very noisy audience behind me here. We're nearly there. There's one more item, and then the choir are going to sing one final piece. And our next item, and again, it's just a reflection. A lot of the young lads have an interest in flutes and drums, so they've got themselves together under the direction of Mr. McNeil, who's the classroom assistant who was playing the accordion with me earlier. And they're going to play a little song from the American Civil War called When Johnny Comes Marching Home. And hopefully you enjoy it. And I personally think they're very good. But put your hands together for the little flute group. Thank you.
Well, everyone, just before the choir give us our final performance of the evening, I just have a few votes of thanks to make. But what a fantastic evening we've had. My goodness, what a varied programme we've been entertained with tonight. We've had, something for everyone. Bit of classical, bit of rock, bit of pop, some traditional. And to cap it all, our own Mini Michael. Fantastic. What a wonderful evening. Well done. And of course, a huge amount of organisation and preparation goes into an evening like this. So just a few thank yous. First of all, to Mr. Farr and Mr. Hughes for organising the hall seating and our tuck shop during the interval. To Mrs. McGinn for designing and helping sell the tickets. Thank you very much. To Mr. Alwyn at the back and his team of helpers for overseeing the sound and lighting. And to the team of helpers on stage who got all the music stands off and off so efficiently. Thank you to all of them. To Mr. Kennedy and Mrs. Moore for rehearsing and preparing the drama. For Mr. Bridge, who's with us again recording the evening, and it will be available hopefully over the next few days on Facebook, on YouTube, so we'll look forward to seeing that. To Mr. Uhas for rehearsing and directing the school band, to Mrs. Kenny who augmented the brass section, to Mr. Miller who directed the guitar ensemble, and to Miss Hill who prepared our strings. Thank you very much. And a big thanks to all our music tutors who come to us every week and deliver peripatetic lessons to our pupils. Thanks to that whole team. Thanks all to Mr. McClelland and Mrs. McClelland who played trumpet in the orchestra this evening. Thanks to Mr. McNeil. I know he's away now, but thanks to him who accompanied Kayla along with Mr. Slane on the accordion earlier. Special thanks also to Dion, our former pupil, and Corcrane Flute Ensemble for their wonderful performances. To Anna and Jodie for your fantastic job, girls, comparing. Thank you. And finally, to our head of music, Mr. Slane. This is his 36th Clowner concert. Can you believe it? So that reference to him announcing his retirement, 20, 30 years ago, wasn't far. But we hope that is way, way, way into the future, Mr. Slane, because the work you do here is highly valued, and it's wonderful how you develop and encourage so much talent from our pupils. So thank you to Mr. Slane. Thank you. But my final, to the wonderful pupils, the talented pupils from Clownard Junior High Schools who have sung and performed so superbly this evening. They have presented themselves so well, so confidently, so expertly, and we're so proud of them all. Let's give a final round of applause to our pupils. Thank you. So we're going to hear a final performance now from the choir, and after that, thanks for coming, folks, and safe journey home. Thank you.